Hi all, welcome to this webinar. It's a webinar inside module of job-specific skills, and in particular it's topic 2, workplace safety and ergonomics. Now we will see together the content of this webinar. First of all, we will talk about workplace safety and ergonomics. We will make an introduction. Then we will move to good safety practices in everyday life. We will learn to read safety signs, understand PPE. We will later see what are PPE and adopt an ergonomic posture. Then we will talk about safety drills and workspace adaptation to prevent injuries. And last but not least, we will see safety drills and workspace for deaf workers in specific. So let's talk about workplace safety and ergonomics. Workplace safety is about creating a secure environment. It involves understanding risks, using proper equipment, and following procedures to prevent injuries. A safe workspace doesn't just protect your health, but it also reduces fatigue and improves your productivity. Here, there are 3 lists related to the importance of workplace safety, to common workplace hazard, and to benefits of safety and ergonomics. And they go more in the specific of the definition of workplace safety. So they explain a little bit more in detail what we said before. Good safety practices in everyday life are practices that we can adapt in our daily habits. So, for example, first one, to be aware of our surroundings, so how it's made our home, the workplace, and public spaces that we attend. Follow safety signs and instructions. Use protective equipment when needed, so depending on the work or the activities that we do, to equip in a proper way. Maintain a clutter-free environment. That means to maintain a clean environment that prevents from injuries. Handle tools and appliances safely, so follow instructions and store properly. Practice fire safety, so check smoke detectors or understand and know how to escape from a place. Emergency preparedness, so keep a first aid kit is always important and essential. And encourage safe habits in other people that surrounds us, so for example in family, friends, and colleagues. The ability to correctly recognize and interpret safety signs is essential to prevent accidents and ensure a safe work environment. And they can help to avoid risks or, for example, in case of emergency, to escape from a place. We can now talk about PPE, as we said in the content that we were when we saw the content of this webinar. PPE are personal protective equipments, and they are essential tools for personal protection, and they depend on the work that we do. So, for example, as you can see in the images, there are people wearing helmets or masks depending on the work that they are doing. And these personal protective equipment, so these tools that are essential to work in such way, are important, but also, for example, if we work in the office, it's important to have an ergonomic posture. So it can help to prevent problems in our body that maybe we won't immediately feel, but maybe later on time we will have such pain. So it's important to have a correct position when we work or when we are just sit. Ergonomic posture is important also in other practical works, as you can see in the images. People maybe that are bend on their knees, or people that are moving heavy materials. Safety drills and workplace adaptation to prevent injuries. Here we want to highlight the importance of correctly understand signs that we see in workplaces or in the places that we attend for our hobbies or in our free time, and also to know well, for example, the maps of the places that we attend in order to escape in case of emergency. In addition to trees, it's important to know to adapt and organize the workplace in order to prevent possible injuries. So, how we organize the things that are in our office, for example, or in the place where we work, it's important and essential to prevent. Objects and things that surround us and workplaces are important, but it's also important to be responsible and to follow a good discipline. So follow the rules, the safety rules of a place, and to behave in a correct way, because also this can prevent risks and injuries. Now we go more in the specific of safety drills in workplaces for deaf workers. And these are important tips for employers, but also for people that have deaf colleagues, for example, in order to be inclusive and to be sure that also all the colleagues and all the people that work with you can be safe. So be aware that also visual alerts are important. So, for example, use flashing lights or visual alarms. Have a clear signage, so have a visible and easy to understand communication. Be aware that emergency procedures are known by all people that work in a specific place, and that the workspace adaptation can minimize hazards and enhance visibility. Also, trainings are important in order to prevent emergency, and in particular training in sign languages or in written format. To have a buddy system, a good buddy system, and to ask for feedback and improvements to all the people that work in a specific place. So this was the webinar related to workplace safety and ergonomics. Thank you for following.